everybody, so today I'm reviewing Possession from 1981, directed by Andrzej Zulawinski, and written by him as well, and also written by Frederick Teuton. This stars Isabella Agina and Sam Neill, who you will know best from Jurassic Park. So this is a story of a husband and wife who are splitting up. The husband's just come back from being away for a long time. He's found out some stuff about his wife while he's been away, and now their relationship is in wrecks. All these weird things are going on, and the wife starts acting very crazy, and the husband wants to find out what's going on. Possession is a movie that was requested to me, and it's a movie that I've always seen a lot of things about. I've always seen a lot of people speaking about it, saying it's this masterpiece of horror, that it's a art house masterpiece. Now, I'm all for art house films. There's a load of art house films that I really, truly do love. But Possession wasn't one of those films. Possession, to me, was just a very annoying film and had very unnatural acting to it. Now, I don't know if that's its intention or if all these things were meant to be for the film to work, but for me, it just became annoying throughout. Sam Neill, he's a good actor. He's a really good actor. But in this, his acting feels very wooden. And then with Isabella, her as well, her acting just feels very wooden as well, and she plays two characters in this film. And there's all this idea of doppelganger stuff in the film, and there's all that confusion. And there's one part where people don't really ask questions, and there's a lot of things that don't make much sense, and it tries too hard to be obscure. You're sat there and you're just like, oh, am I meant to be understanding this right now? There's parts where people will just start saying stuff, and it doesn't make any sense, and it's just a load of blab, just them blabbing on and just not even talking about anything. There's just this one point where this person sat on this sofa and she just starts going, and there were two sisters, and these sisters, and it didn't make any sense to what was going on. And there's scenes where it just drags for way too long and annoys you. There's a scene where Helen, she goes in to this church, and she looks up at this Jesus thing, and she's in the church, and she just starts going, just for like 2 minutes straight. And then straight after that scene, she goes through a tunnel and just starts laughing for ages, and then just making noise again, going and just like smashing stuff on the wall. And it's really, really bloody annoying, and it just tries way too hard to be obscure. Now, it has got its moments of weirdness and its moments of things where it sort of goes a little bit disturbing, and you're like, hey, this is starting to get pretty good, and there's disturbing parts. I'm not saying it's a bad film, but it's not an amazing film. There's a lot of people that have called it artsy-fartsy, and I can understand that. It's just a film that tries too hard to shock you and make you think that you're stupid or something, like, hey, am I meant to be understanding any of these parts that they're saying in this movie? It just goes a bit too crazy, then gets around to an end part where people don't ask stuff. Now, this is a part of... There's this Sam Neill character, he meets this guy, and they're in this bar, and then all these weird things happen, and like this is a spoiler here. If you haven't seen Possession, I'm sorry, skip to a certain point, and then we'll be away from the spoiler. So Sam Neill, character, he kills this guy in this pub, and puts his head in like this toilet, and then the mum phones up because the mum of this son has met the guy earlier on in the film. So I stopped saying Mark, has met Mark earlier on in the film, and she phones him and it's like, have you seen my son? I haven't seen my son in ages. And he's just like, oh no, I haven't. And then she's like, well, I went to this bar and I found out he was dead there. It's just like, why did you just ask if he'd seen the son? So Possession was a film that I really wanted to enjoy. There's two releases of this film. There's one that's 94 minutes long, and there's one that's 124 minutes long. I saw the 124-minute one, which is like 2 hours and 4 minutes, and it just dragged and dragged and dragged. When this first came out in the UK, it was shown in like a theatre, and then it automatically got banned. It was banned for ages. It was a video nasty, and it didn't get released properly until 1999 in the UK. So yeah, that's one thing. Another banned UK film. BBFC love to ban stuff, but this isn't really... I don't know, there's nothing truly shocking. There's some scenes where someone gets like a meat cleaver and starts like cutting into their arm, but there's nothing truly shocking or disturbing. There's like one thing with a tentacle thing, and it's a bit weird. There's one weird thing, yeah, that people could find disturbing, but for me, it was just something that tried too hard to be obscure, tried too hard to like sort of just be this really weird and out there thing, and just tried too hard to be arty-farty. So I didn't really enjoy Possession It's not a bad film. It is well made. It has some interesting cinematography to it and some interesting like sort of tracking shots and this really cool 360 shot at the beginning of the film. But apart from that, it just wasn't that great to me. But I know there's a lot of people that do love this film. I'm guessing, I went through IMDb reviews and it's a film that I know it's definitely got a love and hate sort of thing to it. So yeah, that's review of Possession. If you've seen Possession, send in the comments down below. Request more things for me to review. And that is all. Thank you very much. I'll see you again very, very soon. Goodbye.